Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Wake up! I say that with love. Now, for those that are on their own spiritual path, that are grateful for what they have, that are trying to spread love, that are using all of their talents, and yes, they're struggling, we all struggle. I'm not speaking to you. Of course I'm not speaking to you at all. All I ask from you is please share this video. I'm speaking to the ones that basically were really triggered by the title. If you're one of the many, many people that feel that you're a victim of your life, but no particular reason, you can't pinpoint anything, and there's so many, then to you I say with love, wake up. Wake up! Wake up! I'd like to explain as best I can of what I'm trying to convey. There's so many people that really have charmed lives. When you look at the rest of the world, there are people, there are children by the millions or billions, I'm not sure, that have no home, no family, that deal with abuse, physical and emotional. They witness war, they experience constant starvation and disease, and yet so many of them you see, they can embrace happiness. They are grateful still for what little things they have in life. So first of all, it's that they're a testament that it can be done, because they're doing it in the most extreme of circumstances that even someone like myself, I don't even know how I would handle it. So they can do it. So if they can do it, you can do it. And more to that, I see all these people, and they seem kind of on the verge. We have a big shift coming along, and we see a lot of people, they're starting to hang out with us that are called light workers, or whatever you want to call us, people that are living their life and sharing love and sharing their awakenings. And you see they're sharing our posts, and they're hanging out in our groups, and they're befriending us, and they're talking to us. There's so many, they're really just, it's like they just want some of it to rub off. They're not really taking it to heart. They're not really doing anything except to continue to ask the same questions, which are really just an avoidance. They're still just swimming in their own minds, swimming in the same questions. And questions are good, but if you're going to keep asking yourself the same questions year out, year in, year out, again and again and again, if you're going to keep saying the same thing like a record, I don't know why I can't be happy, I don't know. If you're going to keep doing that, I say this with love, but you're engaged in an activity that's really just fraud. At the moment. I mean, obviously it's the step you have to go. Everybody, whatever you're experiencing is not wrong. Let me straighten that out. I'm not saying you're wrong. You obviously need to do that. But at some point, if you don't want to live in that state forever, you have to wake up. You have to make a choice. It really all comes down to a choice. It really does. At some point, it's sink or swim. At some point, it's live or die. And we're all engaged in an incredible shift. So many theories of what exactly is going on, and we don't even need to get into it, different beliefs, but something is happening. The world as we know it, the reality, this illusion, this society that has not been working since the beginning, is crumbling. The physical planet, something amazing is happening. People, we're sharing, you're seeing it, people are feeling a shift. and experiencing incredible things. So something is happening. What it is, we don't need to debate. But this is clearly a pivotal time. A pivotal time. So the last thing any of you should be is bored. It still just amazes me. People are going, I'm bored. You're bored. It's because you're boring yourself. Life is not boring. It's anything but boring. And if you're bored, it's probably a lot of reasons, but one of the things is you're filling your time up with things that distract you and keep you asleep. No one needs to be bored. You just go outside and watch the birds and the squirrels and watch the amazing show of life. There's nothing to be bored at. Huge events are happening right now. There's nothing to be bored at. Nothing. And so for those that, and especially that live in the industrialized world, that are, those of us that really are living in our little white square ivory towers, apartments, and we don't know what starvation is, and we don't really know what hard times are, and there's so many haven't even, yes, some of us have gone through some hard things, but there's compared to what other people have gone through in the world, still, we're blessed. And then there's other people that have actually gone through nothing. I've talked to these people. I've talked to a lot of them. They haven't been abused. They haven't felt hardship. They just, like all of us, got pulled into dramas and things of society and just feel sad. Just feel sad and lost and unhappy. And all they're focused on is, I just want to be happy. But that's it, just keep saying it like a mantra, but I don't know what I want. And they just keep spinning in these questions. It's really irrelevant. The real question is, are you ready to be what you really are? Because those of us that have awakened and that are on our own path, we see it in you. I don't care who you are. So I'm not belittling you. What I'm saying is, I see what you don't see. We see what you don't see, because we are you and you are us. We are one. We are one organism on this planet. We are one consciousness. You are love. I see it. Even the people that I'm talking about, I sound like I'm being mean to them. But I see it. It's frustrating because I see the light. I see the light. I see it. It's there. It's not an illusion. That's real. The rest of it is an illusion. Your unhappiness is an illusion you are feeding. You are creating. You don't have to start mapping out, what do I need to do with the rest of my life? You don't need to start picking everything apart. All you really need to do is just wake up and decide you want to live. Wake up and realize how grateful, how lucky rather you are, and be grateful. So many people are constantly just seeking it and just constantly wanting more when everything we could ever want is here. In pretty much every circumstances. Again, I alluded to the children in those third world countries. They're playing in the rain. They find a dirty old bowl and they can have joy for a couple hours. So we would look at it and think they have nothing. But they see what's around them. They see the gifts, what's around them, and so they're living. They're a testament. Learn from them. I'm not saying this to make you feel guilty. I'm saying if they can do it, you can do it. And so when you constantly are just, you want more money, you want a better house, or you want your career to go a different way, yes, that's okay to want those things. But if that's what has to make you happy, then clearly you're missing out on what you already have. And I see this all the time. Just people are unhappy when they have these wonderful artistic talents, and they have guitars, and they have paints, and they have pencils, and they have friends, and they feel alone, but they have people that actually love them, and they feel bored, and yet they have the internet, and they have all these things to not be bored, and they just have so much, and then there's outside just the natural world There's just everything they need. Everything we want is here. We are in heaven. We are in heaven. But we won't embrace it. So instead well, we know what we're doing to it. And we know what we're doing to ourselves. And so I can't wake you up. I'll say that right now. I know I started out with wake up, but I can't wake you up. That's the thing. That's the catch. I cannot wake you up. Those of us that are awake and that are doing the best we can, dealing with our own struggles, dealing with what's going on in our path, and constantly trying to come, step up and rise in the moments and learn from our struggles and spread light and doing so much. There's so many people that's spending so many time making videos and artwork and etc., etc., and they're writing and they're really spreading, they're sharing and they're spreading their love. And that's what the world needs right now. That's what we're really talking about, is love. I'm not talking about you need to go protest or you need to go do something specific. That's to be determined later by you. All you need to do is love yourself, love this life, embrace it, share it, let the love, let the light out. And that is the best thing you can do for yourself. That is the best thing the world needs right now. We need everybody to wake up and feel the love and the light. And there's so many people doing it. And the people that I'm talking about that are lost and unhappy, you're around these people, you're seeing these people, you're listening, but you're still resisting. And we need you to join us. And I'm so grateful and thankful there's so many people out there. I'm going to do a quick shout out. I'm going to miss a lot of people. Obviously, there's millions. But just top of my head, Karen Love Lightworker, spreading her love. Margarita Margariti, hope I said her name right. She's doing it. Benjamin Smythe, Muji, Leonard Jacobson, Veronica, Jason Fram. God, there's so many. I'm going to miss a lot. Priscilla Mitra. Geez, so many. I know I'm going to miss a lot. Prince Albert. Bruce Lipton. Again, these are just a few but there's so many. And you know these people, you see them. And they're doing it. And it's fantastic. So we need you to join us. And whatever form that takes is fine. That is up to you. We can't tell you how to live your life. And we're not trying to. We're trying to show you our love. We're trying to show you what we've done. But it's really all up to you. We cannot wake you up. We can't. You can hang out with us. You can talk to us. You can listen to our stuff. But if you're not ready, then you're not ready. And so really this video is really just to wake people up that are this close, because some are not going to be ready. Some people are going to have a different reaction to this video. They're either going to be really pissed at me and they're going to want to lash out at me, which is a good reflection. If that's what you're feeling, if you're feeling angry at me right now, good. Then look at that. Don't look at me, because that has nothing to do with me. Look at yourself. Take the opportunity. Some people are going to laugh off what I'm saying. And go, yeah, that's funny, great video. And then they just go on with their lives. Again, if that's the reaction, then you're missing an opportunity. But again, I guess you're not ready. So this is for people that something inside them wants to hear someone who loves them, who says, wake up! So that's what this video is for. Those that are on the verge, those that are ready. Because if you're not ready, you're not ready. So you're not right or wrong. I know it sounds like I'm telling you you're wrong. You're not wrong. You may even see this, and it may not resonate with you at all right now. Sometimes we see something that doesn't click in the first time. So maybe it'll be a year from now. You'll see it a second time. And then maybe you're ready. And so if you're ready then wake up! Whenever you're ready. Honestly, whenever you're ready. But if something in you just needs to hear this, And that's why I'm doing it. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Please, won't you wake up and join us. The time is now. If you're ready, the time is now. We could use your help. It's not going to be easy. Even once you awaken, the challenges never stop because that's part of the process. It's part of the process. Once you wake up, more challenges will come. More challenges will come to keep pushing you forward. More fears will rise to the surface. More things, whatever you're trying to get over, life and yourself will attract opportunities to test you. I know this. So many of us know this. And that's why even when you see, keep in mind when you're watching those that are really seem to be shining, we're having hard days. We're having down days. We're feeling, we're having struggles. We're feeling fears because the more we're moving forward and the more we're trying to get past our fears and past things that are holding us back, because that's our intention. That's our intention. The more we create in that intention opportunities to keep doing that, to rise above, to ascend those things. So once you awaken, I'm not going to sell you a pipe dream that life's just going to be all hunky-dory. But you'll open up to something in yourself that's always there. And you'll want to give. If you're someone who's not really giving, if you just really just want to take, if you really just want other people to take care of you, make you feel good, it's because you haven't awakened yet. Once you awaken, you're just going to want to give, and you feel wonderful from that giving, and you don't need anything in return, and you become more whole of what you really are, because you actually don't need anything. You're perfect. That's what they mean when they say you're perfect. The real you, the real us, we're perfect. So, if you're ready, please wake up. Don't get so worked up in the details of this world. Yes, we have to live in this world. I go through struggles. We go through all of us, we go through financial troubles. We go through, we start having problems. We start to see things. Here's another thing I've been seeing a lot is we're starting to see that a great removal is happening. So as you awaken, you're also going to see a lot of things falling away. And it's frightening, and sometimes we don't want it to happen. But it's part of the process, and it's good. Because it's things that no longer serve us. So we're seeing old systems fall away. We're seeing old beliefs fall away. We're seeing fears rise to the surface so we can remove them ourselves. We're seeing relationships that we really don't want to lose, but we're losing them because they no longer serve us. We're seeing all these different removals. Everything. It's just one. Right now is one big massive removal. The planet is going through the process too, and it is overwhelming. But it's part of the process, because once everything is removed, that's clearly what's going on for me, anyways. Once it's all removed, guess what's left? The only real, true thing, and that's you and me and what we really are. Whatever this is, this consciousness, this love, that has always been and always will be. It's an ever-changing world. We are ever-changing. But what stays the same is that love, that feeling inside, that light. And so that's what's happening. It's being removed. So once you awaken, the process will continue. But no matter what happens, you can be happy. And you will start to feel more purpose. You'll start to find a direction. But you can't skip steps. You can't just hang around people that have found their purpose if you're going to keep deceiving yourself or playing in the mind. Quiet the mind. This is not something for the mind to work out. This is something in here. And the best way to get in here is to be quiet, to be still, to go out in nature, to look at nature. You can be happy. Nothing's holding you back. Nothing. I don't care what your circumstances. I feel for you, don't get me wrong. People that go through hard things, I'm not. But nonetheless, we see with people that have gone through things we can't imagine and are happy, they prove it. No matter what is happening in your life, number one, you're creating it, you're attracting it. I know that sounds harsh to some people, but it's true. It's true for so many of us, and I think you'll find it true, once you look inward. And we see it in nature. Learn from nature. When a bird suddenly, something happens, it's its habitat and it doesn't have, its food is becoming scarce. Does the bird stop flying? Does the bird stop singing? No. When we see a tree in the city and somebody puts up a fence when it's younger, right against the bloody tree, preventing it from growing. What does the tree do? We've seen it. I know you've seen it. The tree will grow through it, around it. It keeps growing and spreading and reaching to the light. Nature gives us what we need, and it shows us the way. So, yeah, this is probably one of the most passionate videos. I'm a very passionate guy, but I'm also very laid back. But I'm just feeling right now really the need to just say, wake up! Happiness is right there. You don't need to do anything. Nothing. Just make the choice. Just be grateful for what it is you have. It can be anything, the smallest thing. There's so many gifts around us. So many, we just constantly miss them. The birds singing, a breeze, You go outside and a big breeze comes and hits you. Celebrate it, revel in it. The rain, revel in the rain. Winter's coming, revel in the snow. When you're eating something, revel in these amazing experiences, these physical experiences and the flavors that we can taste things. When you're making love, don't rush through it. Slow it down, embrace all that can be. There's so much more there to enjoy than most people realize. When you're laughing, celebrate it, go with it, don't stop it, don't hold it back, let it out. Dance and celebrate that dance, just let it all out. It's a gift. There's so much music and creations to enjoy them, they're gifts. If you're having a shower, the old world is crumbling away. There may be a day the showers don't exist. I'm not saying you should, take hour showers and use up all that water, but if you're going to take a shower, enjoy it. Revel in it. Go, oh my God, this is an amazing thing, just be able to sit underneath hot water as it just rolls off of me. Or a bath. Just celebrate it, soak it up. Don't just gobble it up. Don't gobble up or ignore the things in life. Cherish them. And the more you cherish them and appreciate them, the more you feel loved, the more you won't feel like a victim. The more you see all these gifts, the less you want. Honestly, the more you have so many gifts, if you just embrace them, you really won't want anything, because the gifts never stop. They don't. This is heaven. I know it's scary because of our process that we're going through, the human process, and so we're making it scary. But it's heaven. We're in heaven, for lack of a better word. We're in paradise. And everything we need is here to enjoy. Everything in these forms. It's incredible. It's incredible. So, if you're ready, wake up. Just wake up. That's all you got to do. Just wake up. Just start looking around, quieting your mind. Ignore the normal, not ignore, but just don't get tied in and don't feed negative thoughts. Don't feed the fears. Just let them come. They will come. Let them come and go, yeah, that's a fear. Yeah. And then let it go. And then focus back on that sandwich you're eating. Or focus back on that beautiful walk you're taking. Or focus on how grateful you are to be talking to that lovely person and you're enjoying their company, etc., etc. Enjoy your talents. There's so many of you that just go, yeah, I'm an okay artist, and then I'm an okay musician, and you're incredible. This is the age of the artist. Just about everybody has some kind of artistic talent. No time in history has so many people had these talents and have, with the internet and everything else, have the opportunity to share with the world our talents. Forget about making money on it. Don't worry about it. That system will go anyways. Trying to get us hold on to money that's going to may not be here tomorrow. Don't worry about it. We need obviously we need money right now. It'll come when you need it. Honestly, that's what I find. It'll come when you need it. But it's not going to make you happy, so don't focus on it. Don't hinder your talents because you can't make a living at it. I write children's books, and honestly, I'm going to write out on camera, I'm going to say this, it's not really something an author would admit, but I'm very proud of the books and I'm continuing at them, and honestly, I haven't made a nickel. If anything, I've lost money. You know what? Now I don't care. It'll come if it comes. What I care about is that I get to do it, and what I care about is that I know some children have been reading it, people have been reading it, and it's affected them, and it's made them happy. And so what more could I want? I mean, yeah, it'd be great to make more money off it, but whatever. So same with your talents. Don't worry about whether you're going to be a famous musician or an artist or whether you can make money as a visual artist. Just do it and enjoy it. It's such a gift. Don't take it for granted. Don't take anything for granted. Wake up! So I should probably wrap this up. I don't know how long I've been ranting. So again, to those of you that know exactly what I'm talking about, I know you're going through struggles, but I know you're also giving and you're loving and you're sharing and you're creating. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing perfect. And so all I ask for you is share this, please. And anyone else who's just unhappy with their life, who feels a victim of their life, or who thinks life is misery, who thinks we're in hell, who thinks of this world, I know it can seem that way with all the atrocities and all the struggle. I'm not blind to that. A lot of people are so caught up in that. They think those of us that are embracing love and light, that we're asleep, that we're not really awake, or that we're deluding ourselves, or, that's their own. We don't even need to get into that. We know what that is. Yes, those things are happening. That's why those of us are trying to share the light and the love, because we want that to go away. We want everybody to rise out of that. We want to see a new world. But it doesn't come from fighting and resisting. It comes from accepting what we already have, because humans, we've been given this incredible experience on this incredible blue world, planet Ocean. We are abundant, but we don't see it, so we're too busy living in a world, in a delusion of lack and fighting and competing for, worrying that we're not going to have enough, when actually we know there's enough of everything on this planet for everybody, and the only reason there is war and strife and such gaps between the classes and suffering is because of people that haven't awoken, who are in fear of being without, are the ones who have been trying to control the planet, control the rest of us, control everything in their lives. And so to you as well, I say, you can wake up. You can change. We're all the same. We are love. We are love, and that is truly for me the answer to everything. It's not oversimplified. It's not oversimplified. It's love. Love exists everywhere. It cannot be destroyed. It's everlasting. It is in everything. And it is the key, and it is the answer, and it is the best that we can come up with to describe something undescribable, which is that light, that feeling, that consciousness, whatever it is we are. For lack of a better word, love. So I love you, and please, wake up! Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Wake up and enjoy your life. Step into your life, jump into your life, and whatever happens, just embrace it, even the hard stuff, because it's there for a reason. It's there for you to learn. It's there for you to grow. It's there to reflect something back at you. So, thank you for your time. Thanks for listening to me rant.